Hey, what is up, my friends? Welcome back to Day Trade Diary. Today is day number 9 of my documented trading journey. It's the 4th of March 2026, and I'll give you an update on what happened yesterday on the 3rd of March. For Oanda, we are now at 14,702 US dollars, and for Binance, we're at 9,618, which brings us a total net asset value of 24,320, which equates to a overall cumulative return of 3.36%. And this is displayed graphically here in this chart. Quite a big jump percentage-wise yesterday of more than 1% overall portfolio value. So can't complain about that. That's pretty good. Just give you an update about how that happened. For Binance Bitcoin, we had one buy order hit and 3 take profits. So the buy order was at 66,100, I believe. Let me just check that. 66,100, and then the sell orders were at 67,300, 68,300, and 69,300 for 10 US dollars a piece. So yeah, we can't complain about that. Bitcoin seems to be doing its thing, ranging quite nicely. So if you zoom out, and let's get rid of all this noise. You can see it's ranging really nicely. So if we take advantage of each trough and sell on when it's going up and rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat, you'll be way more profitable than just buying and holding at, let's say, any point in this chart. So this grid or laddering strategy works really well when the market is ranging like this, or even ranging with a slightly upward trend. We have yet to stress test this strategy when it's a downtrend, but that's why I mentioned that asset selection is so important. We pick assets that are unloved or has gone through a significant drawdown, so that any further drawdown is limited. That's why I'm quite nervous about silver. Silver hit an all-time high at 125 US dollar ish. It has dipped down to 70 something US dollars, and it seems now to be uh, trying to break out again on the upside, but I'm not too sure. It seems like it could be heading lower. Hopefully it ranges between the 50 and 80 US dollar mark, and then we can continue to use this strategy. But I'm keeping a very close eye on silver and how it behaves over the next couple of weeks. So moving on from Bitcoin, let's jump straight into silver. Silver was a good day yesterday, with 2 buy orders and 2 take profits for about 100 US dollars. I'll show you exactly what happened. So yesterday was the 3rd of March. Okay, so we're starting from here. Okay, so you can see here, 25 units or ounces of silver were bought at 81, and the price spiked by $2 about 2 hours later, and we took the profit for $50. And then what happened was I put in the same exact buy order at 81 again for 25 units, and miraculously it hit again at almost $83 per ounce. So we made a quick about $100 profit, which we realized, and the price of silver now is currently still trending up very strongly at 85. If we look at our open trades, we have 45 units open. 2 of them are in the red, 1 of them is in the green. So overall, we're quite happy about the way the grid trading performed. For crude oil, no trades were made and no take profits were taken. So let me just zoom out. So we currently have 1 open trade open at 10 barrels at 78. The price has since run away. We're not going to chase. We do not FOMO. I set a stretch target for take profit way up here for this 10 ounces. We're hoping that some sort of dip will happen. But oil is also looking very, very strong. I'm getting a bit nervous about oil as well because, yeah, it has basically skyrocketed in the last few days or weeks. You can see it was just $60 a few weeks ago, maybe 2 months ago. See what date was this? Yeah, that was the December of last year, December 2025. So it's been 2 months and it was at $60 and now it's at $84. So if we zoom out even more at the monthly chart, what do you think, guys? Do you think there's still more potential to the upside? Does it look like a hated asset? It was hated around about here. That was a good time to start the laddering. Now it's going up. So we need to keep an eye out about this asset as well. And if we should ever abandon this asset for this grid trading strategy. Now, I spotted a different one, which is a China A50. So this CFD represents the 50 biggest stocks in China listed on the Shanghai and Shenzhen exchanges. It is a ETF basically listed on the FTSE or the English or the UK stock market ETF. So this tracks the 50 biggest companies in the 2 biggest exchanges in China. Now, if we look at the monthly chart, and you can see here it starts at 2015. So from here to here is about 10 years, and you can see the market is pretty much flat. If you bought here 10 years ago, you haven't made any money. You're break even at this point. And there's a lot of talk about China being forced to stimulate their economy and to inject large amounts of liquidity and basically printing money into their economy. And that will flow, in my view, first of all, to the stock market. So if we now focus on this index, I made a buy order at this level, which was hit yesterday for 0.1 units of this China A50 ETF. It's quite expensive. It's 14,426 for 1 unit. So that's why we went for 0.1 units, which is basically exposure of 1,440 US dollars exposure. So I'll continue to monitor this one and ladder this down. I believe that China stocks are depressed. You can see on the daily chart, seems to be a downtrend, which we like. So we are trying to build our grid, that I'll build our ladder down in the hope that it will start to move up and then we can take profits on the way up the ladder. So yeah, one more addition to the family. I put it here, China A50, and then we have 1 buy and 0 take profits. So that is my update for today. It's been an interesting day and we hope for more volatility. Volatility is our friend in this case. So that concludes my update for today, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care. Bye-bye.